Awesome.
So as you already see this one, that's the liquidity inducement cycle we had obviously all the time, right? So it's just normal build-up, inducement mitigation, and nothing new. Everything should be very clear here. So now what we can do to make it actually very more, like much more reliable, we just add one more step to the whole thing. And that is the relevant market structure. That of course will always be optional, but overall that alone you will see why this can be very helpful, because again, no one of us trades market structure at all. That's the only time we actually can put the market structure approach to it, and you will see why, right? So as we had the build-up approach, right, of course retail at the stage, you know what they're doing. We at the stage, we're obviously very happy about it. So if you see obviously in this picture, right, so where are the build-ups in this scenario? So the real Sean, if you want to answer that for me, so where are the build-ups in this process or in this picture?
B, D, G is downward build-up, inducement at H, inducement at I. I see inducement, I don't see it.
Okay, there's two tricky
F
ones.
F is a mitigation, in my opinion.
Okay, okay. So F is more like meant on this one.
Yeah.
And if that is that a mitigation then, or is that more like a build-up as well?
That's definitely build-up then.
Okay.
If you draw it like that.
And H is a tricky one as well. It's kind of a hidden one.
Yeah, the trend line one, Daryl. That always gets us.
There you go. So trend, like already very important trend lines, or like these channel buildups. You can note that down. That's definitely one of the most effective ones and the easy ones to can detect, and the most efficient one in terms of liquidity buildups. Okay, so obviously these equal high things, they're very easy to spot, other than if they're like inside in here, right? But then these channel buildups, they are so good, and obviously you have these bigger channel buildups as well, right? Then based on the buildups, of course, we find what? Of course, the inducements, right? So if we find the buildups, as you already can see from 50 miles away, it should be very easy to detect the inducements as well, is it? So where are the inducements? And the only inducements we look for. So where are they?
We got, let me see if I can get my pen out. iPad. Are you on your iPad, Reem?
I'm on my PC.
Oh, you're on your PC? What I don't have? Oh, there's my pen. Okay.
There's an inducement.
So what about this one? Is that not an inducement as well?
Yes, it's an inducement as well, yes.
So I think I even have, oh yeah, sorry, I even have the letters there. So what is it? Is A an inducement?
B, D.
So is A an inducement?
No, A is part of, well, it inducement, but it's within Asia, so you're guessing, and I don't like to guess.
Yes, so definitely Asia high is not inducement, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then B, out of this channel into London Open.
Yes.
Exactly. C, is that an inducement?
It's a build-up.
Exactly, that's the build-up, or like a mitigation, technically the way we see it, right?
Yeah.
Then of course we have this one, we have this one, we have this one, and of course this one. Very easy, isn't it? It's just based on the build-ups, and then you just mark it. Okay, what is the direction you actually want to induce? Okay, very easy stuff. But then guess what? Then obviously can add some bonuses in, and when does these inducements happen? And of course, what is the price? Only everything happens to our time windows, right? So we have London Open. Obviously, this one is the only one which happens a little bit off. Then we have New York Open, we have New York Trap, and we have London Close. What is the price, right? But then anyways, then obviously we add in the new step and add in the relevant market structure. What will this do to us? So if we now see our buildups, and we see our break of structures after this. So we're getting our buildups. We just have to detect the buildups. Based on the buildups, we get our inducement. And based on the inducement, we should get our relevant break of structures. Okay, now actually try to figure out where are these relevant market structure things. So can you mark it up for me?
Yeah. So like
mark up internal structures, right?
Yes, so the relevant breakup structures.
It would be this one here.
Does anybody consider that a possible inducement or a fake break?
That's inducement.
Which one? You blue?
Right here. Yeah,
this
blue.
one. Yeah. In what way? To the upside?
Like a fake break.
This one.
Yeah, like a fake break to go lower. Right.
Of course.
Like
yes.
Grab.
Yeah, this is just like an advanced one where it's very hard to detect, and obviously you have to see what they're doing on the 1 minute. That's the 5 minute, right? But yes, overall, as you can see, they're obviously giving the proper breakup structure here, and then inducing something a little bit on the high side first, and then obviously you want to go lower, right? So you have two breakup structures here. You have this one, the first one, like obviously this one, right? So this push led to the high side. This is the bigger push that led to the high side. So you have this internal breakup structure, this over breakup structure, right? Then obviously this inducement low here, that's the push that led to it. So that's it. And of course, you also have this baby one in here, right? But obviously that's not really something we would look for, right? And then of course, based on this inducement, or technically even, this one here, or this induces even higher. So that's done anyways. Then you have inducement high, low, right? And then of course, the breakup structure is in here. And then of course, we look for something in this. So as you can see, it's already very easy to just look at this little baby cycles, is it? Right? So we just need to find out the buildups. Then you get the inducements based on the buildups. Then you find your relevant market structure breaks, and only based on that and nothing else. Nothing else. And then, only then, you look at the mitigation. Right? At this stage, it should be very clear of where your potential entry zones are. So if you check in this scenario, so again, we have like our buildups, inducement, buildup, inducements, and breakup structures. So just based on the breakup structures, where are our potential mitigations? And only based on them.
This whole candle would be one, wouldn't it? Up candle, down, up. I guess it'd be this whole area you'd have to look at.
See, this will be hard for me because
that one would
it
be
didn't.
Say it again,
this
John?
one easier.
This right here would be a hard mitigation for me, just because because technically it's already been mitigated with this last candle here. That wick has already mitigated it. So unless you're on a lower time frame, it'd be very difficult for
100%,
me to see that.
100%. And then again, if you look at like this, Sean, if you look at it like this, right, this one obviously induced the structure in here, always then still goes lower. So then technically, is this the potential mitigation we could look for instead?
Yes, definitely.
Exactly. Right.
And
so even if this one gives you kind of a headache, then this like acts as your mini inducement, then still goes lower, leaves the imbalances, and then still comes back in here, right? Okay, so if you see, that's technically of how we do it, and that's the only time we do it, right? So we're just waiting for the breakup structure, then the imbalances get filled, breakup structure, always the next imbalances get filled, and obviously this one, like technically induced here. This one obviously is the breakup structure in here, whereas the imbalances is right here. Then we have this one, whereas your breakup structure is right here, whereas your imbalances is right here. So you see, there's literally nothing you could do wrong and that's the only thing in here is in here. But depending on how you see it in the order block scenarios, right? Or if you have it like this, obviously you missed the trade, depending on how you have it. But if you see the big, or like this one, if you say it like this one, okay, completely fine. You just miss this one by like a baby pip or something like that. But you see, there's nothing you can do wrong in these scenarios, right? And you see, the whole thing comes with the simplicity is just the key. Like, it's not complicated. It's just a step-by-step process you do all the time. And there's nothing really you can do wrong. And with that extended lit cycle, again, we had the normal like build-up inducement mitigation. Now we just extend the cycle by just one thing more, and that's the relevant market structure break. And that opens the gates to our simplicity approach. And that obviously can have a few steps more to it, right? So we see you can build the whole thing from we always starting at the same area, and then we just move this machinery like further along. The next machine comes, does its thing, and only then we move further. The next machine does its thing. We move further, the next machine does its thing. And that's how we just move the whole machinery through it. And if there's one machine just not working, that's the end of our thing, Okay, so it will be very hard to get even to the end and do like a proper mistake before you haven't walked the whole machine, because again, you don't go from here and then just go like this. That's not what you do. That's why the machinery goes with like whatever this thing is called in English, right? This machine band or whatever it is.
Conveyor belt.
Exactly. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Right. So again, that's why you have to walk the walk in here. You just don't take shortcuts. And then again, the efficiency of the whole thing is just off the freaking roof. And that's something we tested like quite a lot with Cam and Sock by myself, because it's literally, it's a simple approach, but it's literally a cheat code. Like, I'm not even kidding. The thing is, it's insane. That thing is, it's unbelievable when you figure it out. For example, even if you look at a retail heaven scenario, and if you just look at this picture right here, you think like, what the fuck, where are my entries in here? Like, it's a mess. Like, what can you do in here? Right? If you just look at it in hindsight like this already, isn't it? Or is it clean to you?
Yeah. Well, I see a couple entries.
You see a couple?
Like this one right here. There's a cell.
There you go.
There's one. This could be an entry. I'm not sure. I have to see it 1 minute. And then no, I guess just that's the main one I see is that person.
Okay, so I'm not sure if you can see the data, but for me it's like I have my border. So what, do you see the data?
I don't. No, I don't.
Okay, but it should be like whatever last week or something like that, or maybe whatever 2 weeks or whatever it is, right? So if you just see where are the buildups, we already can see from 50 miles away. Okay, we only have this bigger equal highs, equal lows buildup, right? And we have this huge channel downwards. We don't pull something out of us and say whatever, maybe or there's something in between. No, it's just one big channel. That's about it, right? Then we have a new channel. Then we're building equal lows, and we have another channel upwards. That's about it. And obviously we have this channel, but then the day technically is over, so we're not too keen about this one, right? That's all we have for our buildups. Guess what? Where's our inducements? Comes from our buildups. We see the buildups from 50 miles away, so we understand, okay, this is the structure point that got induced. Perfect. We mark it up with actually a purple line and see that's our inducement structure point. So the next channel buildup, that was all this channel, obviously from here all the way back to here. That's all the channel. Where's the next structure point that's get induced? It's right here. So that's our inducement high, which induced the channel and a structure point. Perfect. So then we have the next channel buildup. There's obviously the inducement, of course. The inducement is the new break of the low. Right? Then we have this equal lows, very obvious. Where's your inducement? Cannot be more obvious in here. Then we have the new channel buildup. Where's the inducement? We have to look to the left to find the structure point. Gets induced right here. So you see, but it's all based on the buildups, and the buildups you can detect from a mile away. Then what's the next thing we do? Break of structures, relevant break of structures. So as you marked this one earlier, right? So you have this inducement in here. So you either can make the internal break of structure, again, not the cleanest one because it's just like one baby push in here, or you have to wait until this one is getting broken, right?
Right.
But that's about it, right? And of course, we have this inducement, where's the push that led to the inducement, like this. So I mean, first of all, this was the inducement, but obviously the push all the way in here. So good for us. It even made one push higher with this one, right? So this becomes the push, which becomes the relevant market structure break. Perfect. What about this one? Obviously, the break of structure would be something in here, but then obviously this lets another channel buildup, right? Okay, so that's out of the picture. Then we have equal lows getting induced. Where's the break of structure internally? That's the push that led to the inducement. Perfect. Here's a break of structure. Then you have the channel. That's new inducement in this thing. Right, again, careful about this one then. It's because now you have channel inducement high side. Here's a break of structure. Why is this the break of structure again? That's the push, and this is the high. That's the push that led to it. Here's your break. And you already can see what's the next steps in here, and that's the mitigations. And as you can see, where can you do something wrong here? Where? So it's the inducement high.
You're guessing if you're making mistakes on this. This is pretty easy.
Yeah, like where can you possibly make a mistake? Like just show me one. There.
Yeah, in this chart.
There's nothing because this doesn't have an internal break.
Um,
So if you're entering there, there's no internal break there.
Yes,
Yeah,
the
that's
only tricky thing is if you see this one kind of as equal lows, this one has the inducement, fair enough, right? Okay, but then you should see the bigger cycle. Like it couldn't be more obvious. This is a channel, and this is just the inducement of the bigger picture channel. And that's where people get confused with, and then see this as an internal break of structure, and then look for mitigation in here. That's the only time you can get confused. But is again, if you understand this cycle plays better, again, that's where these losses turn into actually wins if you just trade in line with the cycle is and not into the smart money traps. And again, how many times we talked about these fake break of structures over and over again? That's exactly what they do for smart money traps. They fake these break of structures, show you this one instead. But again, what's the bigger picture they literally do? Building up this huge channel. And again, we don't need inducements to lows it all the time, right? We also, of course, we can have a channel. Where's the inducement? If it's like this, if it induces high, it will go lower, right? Of course, you can have a channel like this with an inducement like to the lows, a high side also, and then it should go lower, right? But we can have inducement continuations as well. It doesn't need to be induced all the time to the low side. And then again, just inducing the bigger picture channel. That's the inducement we're looking for to the higher side, faking the smart money trap. Obviously, everyone gets excited about this one, jumps in, right? Obviously, getting the baby reaction, getting smoked. Perfect. Then we have internal buildups in here, inducement into there, mitigates this inducement. Perfect. Okay, that's the only thing you can mess up. Okay, so let's say you do everything the right way and just getting confused by one. Okay, what about this one? Is there any potential mistake you can do in here? Inducement, regular structure, fakes the smart money trap as always, gives the false reaction, taps into it, perfect, continues lower. All right, then channel buildup. Obviously, this is your inducement. Again, that's where technically the momentum mitigation comes into place. So let's say, okay, this one you saw as an equal lows, and this is the whatever the inducement with speed. And then whatever the price makes something like this and comes back in here, then it's 100% tradable into buy sides, right? But again, if you have this thing in place for smart money traders, this is their confirmed break of structure. But for us, it's obviously the inducement for the bigger picture channel. See the difference? So we don't get into this one by any means, okay? Does it make sense?
Yes.
So it should be actually very clean. It should be very freaking clean, right? Then again, if you just took another messy day, and that's the 5th of April, okay, that's a little bit further away, whatever, but I just chose like random days where they don't look clean at all, do they?
Right.
Right, so I'm not sure if you can see what's going on here, just in hindsight.
Build up, build up, build up. Where's your mitigation points? Your inducements are there's your mitigation there to go lower, but I wouldn't take that
I
just
saw this
because
whole thing is a big buildup.
Yeah, that's not the problem. Okay, let me show you the buildups where it is properly. Is it clear now?
All right, I got to work on the trend line ones.
And you already can see this channel buildups. They are very, very powerful. So as you can see, this obviously is sideways buildup getting induced by lows. So perfect. This one is the channel buildup getting induced in which direction? Low.
Yeah.
So we expect higher. This channel is getting induced mid direction? Low. So obviously we expect something higher, right? Perfect, but doesn't go higher. It just builds up equal highs. Perfect, but guess what? It comes back then and gives us a potential new entry. Then again, there's the channel, but guess where this channel is getting broken? Look at the channel. Where is it getting induced?
Downside.
So what do we expect? Again, building also the triple top in here. So this is obviously a very, very juicy trade. But guess what? You already can see what's going on here, do you? Comes back into where? Does it slowly make sense?
Yeah.
And obviously this is the channel buildup. Huge momentum speed to the high side. So we know where this thing's gonna head it. Taking out all these triple tops in here, right? Boom, with speed, and then swoosh to the downside. Okay, this one is just very tricky to take because the break of structure is all the way down here. And this becomes some sort of like a supply demand plane here, but London close thing. right? So this is tricky to trade, but that's the only opportunity we had in hindsight here as well, right? So guess what? Inducements come based on the buildups. You can see that from 50 miles away, can you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? So guess what? Out of our inducements comes our relevant market structure breaks. There's nothing you can do wrong here. Like seriously, there's nothing you can do wrong. Identify the buildup, inducement. Here's your break of structure. Of course, this is definitely valid to trade if this thing would have come low in here. That's where the fast and fluctuous trades come into place. And again, of course, you could argue, oh, what about these equal lows? Guess what? They're getting smoked later anyways. It's not about that they have to smoke equal lows immediately all the time, right? That's why the cycle comes first. And if this would have pushed low in here, that would definitely be tradable, but it did not. So it is what it is. You just mark it up anyways, and if it gives you potential fast and fluctuous trade in Frankfurt here, you trade to the upside. Perfect. Right, next cycle.
I have a question about that.
Sure.
Okay, I know for our timing, fast and fluctuous is 7 a.m. UK, but I noticed even on one of the Sunday slaughters, you took it at 6 a.m. UK time.
Maybe was because my time was switched to UK. Maybe it should be 7 a.m. still. Oh, 8. No,
Okay.
it definitely cannot be 6 a.m. though. Maybe for you, but 7 a.m. for me, maybe. Because for me, Frankfurt Open is 8 a.m. But it should never be 6 a.m. Other than if you're in the UK, then whatever, it can be a little bit early, but that's still very early. An hour too early is a little bit too early.
No,
of course.
I remember like on one of the Sunday slaughters, you took a trade coming right out of Asia. Like it was like the candle, 1 or 2 candles after Asia. And I mean, that's one of the reasons now, like I come to the charts like an hour before Frankfurt. I don't take trades that early, but I just noticed, like, I was like, interesting, Reem, because you marked it up, and I was just like, okay, cool. So I was just asking, would you come like at Asia, like as soon as Asia ends, or like an hour after Asia ends? Just kind of
yeah.
for
So
myself.
like my favorite trades back then, and currently not so much anymore because I just like to sleep a little bit longer. But I love these inducement trades out of Asia because you're trading into the inducement like with speed, and it's not like you're trying to find the peak or whatever. It's like always you're just trading literally into the inducement, and I love this trade. For example, this one where a lot of people already would fall like and sell in here. Like, why don't you trade the EDM trade into the inducement into London? I loved setups like that. It's like in my opinion, this is the best setups you can take if they give you some sort of inducement already out of Asia, then comes back, gives you some sort of EDM trade, some sort of lat trade, some sort of fast and fluctuous trades into the inducement into London. That's, yeah, I said that like a lot of times. That's one of my favorite trades there is for sure. And especially if they never broke out of Asia, then it's even nicer because you can just literally, very highly expect the inducement out of Asia. So yeah, if it's earlier, again, the fast and fluctuous trade is just called because it's a fast move into Frankfurt, or can happen obviously in Frankfurt session. But yeah, it doesn't need to be to the minute. A lot of times it is to the minute. And if whatever, see the time in here, whatever, this is just a little bit off of Frankfurt anyways. And this is technically a fast and fluctuous buy trade into London Open. It's also an EDM trade. You can see that from a mile away, comes off Asia high type of thing, mitigates the imbalance. And guess what? The most important thing is in having this channel buildup, the channel buildup induces it, and then obviously plays in line with the EDM and obviously everything else, right? So then, of course, the tricky thing is how to get in. Obviously, you can get easily in on the 5 minute. That's a Mona Lisa trade in here, right? If you understand the cycle before that. And then you just have to understand until when it's valid. So if in the 1 minute, this is your break of structure in here, you can trade it back in here as well. But the moment you made a new high, that's obviously your London inducement now, and you should not get into here again. Because obviously that will lead into an inducement.
Yeah, now you're smart money trap at that point.
Exactly.
That'd just be too easy to trade.
You can trade it. Let's say it taps in here, gives a reaction, then you can take it into the buy again. But not if it already took out the liquidity, and then obviously they build up again. Guess what? They look for an inducement. That's in the inducement. And again, that's why why it's easier that you put in these purple lines to show you the inducement also, right? For example, this one just technically induced the overall channel because there's just no structure point as well, right? And this leads to an EDM, so perfect. But in terms of this one, this buildup, of course, it needs to induce the bigger structure, and that's like this one. Whereas the inducement of this one, obviously, it's the structure point here that's getting induced. So again, guess what? Structure traders, they see the break of structure, or the koch, the change of character, whatever you try to call it, right? And then, of course, they're looking for cells in here, and they get just getting smoked. Right, so this change of characters or this break of structures, like the way everyone else sees it, that's the best sources of liquidity, right? And of course, this one is a very easy one. Of course, a triple top, quadruple top in here gets induced with speed. Obviously now a time window, perfect. And that's the way you do it, right? And of course, based on that, you find your points of interest, right? That's as easy as it is. Of course, we talked about this one. This can be tradable if it does something like this. But it just didn't, it just stayed short of it, it's fine. Right, then same thing in here. If it does this, you can trade it. But obviously if it takes out the new high, then it's invalid. That becomes a small money trap later. Because it needs to grab liquidity until you get higher, right? And then you can see this build up from 50 miles away with the quadruple top in here. What do they actually do? Right, before that, you have your inducement low after the channel is being built. That's your break of structure now. Obviously building up liquidity like crazy, and you see that's the example where this one would be the same. Like if this comes in here, builds, gives the false smart money trap, comes back, then you trade it into the buys. So that's exactly what it did here, right? So again, this is the imbalance of the inducement, perfect. Comes back, gives you the break of structure, does not take out the high, but builds up liquidity to the high side, fakes the smart money trap in here, gives the false reaction. That's your buy entry in here. When does it happen? What a surprise. Only to the minute in magic manipulation minutes. Okay. But obviously now you can trade it like 100% because first of all, you're trading into the triple top to take out the liquidity and you're coming off of this inducement anyway. Then you had a break of structure before that and you have imbalances and it's timing. Perfect. All right. Then you have the next channel buildup. Where does it get induced? To the low side. Where's your next break of structure? Right here. Or if you want to see there's equal highs, you can do as well. You've nice as well. There's your imbalance right here, comes back, taps in, and now you're trading again into the inducement. Lovely shit. Then of course they channel upwards. That's the inducement with speed. What's the timing? Perfect. If you look to the left, whatever, I think that's either EU or GU because yeah, for the examples we always use EU and GU. There's like 5 million examples anyways you can find. So if you want to backtest that, you can. Then, of course, the inducement goes into the mitigation. Perfect. Then you just need to wait to make it super safe. Like, first of all, yes, you 100% can enter it somewhere in here on the 1 minute. For sure, you can. But as this is just the 5 minute short, you have to wait for something like this. Then, of course, you just have to play the supply to demand plays after an inducement in here. And then, of course, magic London close. And then, obviously, leads to taking out these equal lows. Right
there's a good chance that London close is also a 5 minute let.
In here?
Very good chance. Yeah.
Could be. I'm not sure about it. So let's actually see maybe I put it in there. Oh yeah. Here's like just the mitigation out of this one. So very easy stuff. Good stuff.
Well, it's funny how you saw the EDM here without having the entry helper.
Yeah, but again, the entry helper is exactly just that, an helper, right? But you can spot that that's probably an EDM by mile away, is it?
Yeah, I haven't done EDM training as well as I have on the LEDs, so it is something I need to add to my repertoire.
I mean, you changed your name to LED, so you should be specialist.
I got permission to change my name to LED, so I did ask.
Who did you give the permission?
See, I'm not gonna drop names. This is being recorded. After we're done recording, I will drop names.
Okay, so
that was a setup there. That was a setup. That was a setup, Reeve.
Okay, fair enough. No, but yeah, that's technically how you do it. But you have to just backtest the shit out of that. I mean, we did the same thing. We technically made like a finger, whatever. 100+ days just like this, and it's the freaking cheat codes. It's literally the cheat codes because it just eliminates the mistakes you can do. It just makes the whole thing so accurate. It's like actually crazy. So let's like make it like this. If you want to share,
I'm on
your
my
screen?
iPad. Give me 1 second. I will
Sure.
go to my screen. Just give me 1 second.
The rule is like off the seat for now because he's kind of sick and we don't want to give him too much pressure.
No, the reason I invited him so is that way he could have the pressure. There's no fun if there's no pressure.
And I just checked, by the way. Look at this. Look at this. So take a look. It actually, of course.
You're not sharing your screen. Reem.
Oh, of course. If you take a look, this was the day, and of course, what a surprise! It was an EDM.
Who called a let? Who called a let? Who called it? Who called
there you go. Qualified for the name.
Without even seeing the entry helper.
Yeah, it gets fluid at some point. It just gets fluid, huh?
It does. People seriously are like, there's no way that's a let. I'm like, bro, that's definitely a let. You can just tell by the price action that's definitely a let. Just give me 1 second. I'm logging back into Discord.
Good.
I'm gonna be logged in twice because my Bluetooth doesn't work on my Mac. So just FYI.
Good.
But
did you get your challenge passed?
I did. I got my first one passed, and I'm working on a new 300K account for my charity account. So working on that now. Yeah, man. My biggest reason for trading and learning how to trade is to give back, man. That's one of my reasons for.
There you go. Love to hear that.
Yeah, man.
That's some
the
good
beauty
stuff.
of why I did this, man. Yeah. I mean, we can have everything in the world, but what's the point if we can't give back?
Love it. Love it. Let me know when you're ready.
I am in the waiting room.
You joined with. Okay.
Yeah, I did join. Yeah, I did join with a different one. Yeah,
it's good.
I can't. There's no sound on this one.
Okay.
Yeah, we have. Yeah. No jokes on that one, guys. No jokes on that one. The one that doesn't have audio is the one that I need the share screen on.
Yeah, you should be sharing. Or should be able
perfect.
to share.
All right, and then we're just gonna open new tab. And then we should be able to trading view.
Just make sure to not show us stuff you don't want to show us.
Nah, man. There's nothing on here that I don't want to show you.
Okay. Okay, so let's actually use EU for an example.
Clean chart today. Yeah,
the entry helper is just a little bit too big for my taste.
It's okay. I'll get rid of it.
Okay, so let's make it a little bit more challenging for you, Sean. Put on the replay mode. Come on. You don't get you off too easy for this one.
I know. I don't need to get off. Where are we starting?
Yeah, somewhere here. So, and now just really try to just use the simplicity approach and nothing else. Okay?
Oh, yeah. Hey, Sean, you learned this 10 minutes ago. Just use that.
Yeah, now do it. Now do it. Now prove us. prove us wrong. Oh, no. Okay, there you go.
Give me a 5-minute head start.
No,
okay,
right in the cold water. Right in the cold water.
Hey, it's okay. I don't mind. Okay.
Okay. So
let's draw our build-ups first. Again, this is all within Asia, but I'm gonna draw these out. So we'll see what it is. I assume this is going in the vault. Damn.
If you're doing good, if not, then you have the right to be censored.
Reem censor. Hey, let's do a horrible job so it doesn't go in the vault.
No, I just don't want people to learn something wrong, if that makes sense. But I'm pretty sure you will smash it.
False confidence is there. All right.
Okay, so if you just look at this, for example, is this an inducement right there? Where's my pen? Or is this literally Asia low? So if you just look at this build-up, yes, okay, but is this the inducement we look for?
No.
Exactly. So that's rule number one, right? Obviously, Asia low is not an inducement by itself.
Yeah, it's just hanging there. You could have taken that if you're guessing, but not something I would take. Again, I don't have an entry helper to help. Okay, now we have inducement of structure. Now we can just sit back and see what happens.
Okay, so what do they love to do? So what could this be, as we always preach, like all over again? So if this can happen like right before our key time windows, right, or like technically Frankfurt can do it as well, right? But what do they love to do? If you just look at the left also, right? So is this the inducement we look for?
No, because this is just in Asia.
Exactly. What should it at least take out to be a proper inducement?
Structure.
Yeah, so what is, if you look at this day, the next day, or the next point, which it should take at least out?
Yeah.
So
there's relative equal lows here.
Mm-hmm.
You can trade that if you choose to trade that. You can also, I did take this long today, but I took it with a very small stop. I did take it with a very small stop. So I did close at 1
so
to 5,
what, like, what is the inducement we look for? Isn't it this one?
That one right there, yeah. A structure
Exactly.
point,
So
this.
can you mark it up?
Of course. Not trend line, but horizontal line.
All right, so that's our Asia low, obviously. And what's right below that?
It's a structure point. That's a possible mitigation, but it's also a build up. So
yeah, true. But is it a potential zone at least we could monitor, which could make sense?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Here's a trick, guys.
Because also depending on how you see this push to the low side, whatever, where's your internal structure points. Obviously, that's probably, again, depending on how you see the structural points, whatever. So that's technically, yeah, the push that led to at least 2 of them. And then obviously this one just led to the first of them, but this already turned out to be a smart money trap. So even nicer. This one is a smart money trap. We look for an inducement next, which would be this one, into some sort of mitigation. Perfect. And already we have, what do we already have? Bigger picture channeling downwards like maniacs, isn't it?
This was also a vector candle up to go lower. That's also how I saw this on the higher time frame, like the hourly or 2 hour. It was just straight up. So, all right.
Okay, so we have a fake break of structure. So this could potentially turn into a small money trap, is it?
Yep.
So if we know this, again, that's what we just literally talked with the other example. Again, not a coincidence. It's always the same shit anyways. What did I tell you about my most favorite trade? Is it trading into the inducement?
Always.
Right. So where would be my favorite trade in this scenario be?
Trading into the inducement would be from here.
Yes.
Or
so can you
even
mark up
above this build up?
Can you mark up the zone? Exactly.
There's
Why again?
There.
And now the trick thing comes into place. Why, for example, would we look for a potential mitigation in here, not an inducement?
Because you've had everybody look for a break of structure to a downside, and you've had a break of structure not to the upside, which makes this a smart money trap right here. So that's why you're looking for mitigation.
And again, if you lose the power of channel, again, and you miss the most important channel.
Talking about this channel here.
Exactly. And as you already can see, if you just mark it from here to here, and then how people draw this channel, they need 3 touches, right? So it has to be from here to here, some sort of, and then go in here. And you already can see, if you see my perfect straight line, that they would already induce this channel, right?
Yeah.
And that obviously gives them the confirmation to whatever, break out of the channel and then take the buy trade anyways. So if you extend it.
Daniel, we're looking for inducement. This is, when you hear this, you're looking for inducement of the channel line.
Not this one, not this one, Sean, though. You marked it wrong. They need a 3rd touch. So this one has to be a 3rd touch.
Okay. So this would then be that would be kind of slightly broken then.
Yeah, it's completely fine. That's channel traders are kind of weird. And if you want to make it super accurate, that's the power of the channel. Then you use the clear one and use this one.
Okay, the downside.
So
okay.
You do the downside and then you literally just mirror it. So you see this one is perfect, is it? Or like semi-perfect. And then you just literally control, drag it. Or you already can see of how parallel it actually is. You see, it's literally almost parallel, is it? Yeah. And that's like the power of these channels. They're almost parallel all the freaking time. right? So if this channel is getting broken to the high side, obviously perfect, right? So now what you're doing with speed, obviously, right? So giving everyone the fake break of structure or Koch, change of character, whatever. And that is where obviously the juicy trade would come into place, trading into the inducement, swapping out all the smart money chop traders into the inducement and potential mitigation here, is it?
I do have a question. It didn't come back to the extreme. I saw.
Yes, that's
in the
over
winning trade
refinement. You
today.
have to use the order block.
Okay, order block.
Right, so it never over refine if you have a clean setup. Not you can take those two candles, like the two upwards candles. Yeah, that's your potential whatever order block you want to call it, whatever supplied.
The last buy before the sell. Got it. Okay.
Exactly, whatever you want to call it, but that's the proper way to do it. Again, that's the danger of over refinement if you just use this one instead, and you just miss it.
So we have a 5 pip stop.
It's completely fine. Look, what's the reward? At least, obviously, until here. Potentially, that's your inducement, and that's potentially your thing.
Do we want to see what this is? Okay, for everybody that's looking here, it's 1 to 3.7. That's your 1 to 7-ish area, and there's where I would draw it to. But there we go.
Okay, so that's not bad to start the day off, is it?
Nah, it's pretty clean.
And obviously comes out of what channel? Inducement out of the channel, right? Into mitigation zone. Perfect, into trading into the proper inducement.
Yeah.
So that's the
and no
cycle
drawdown. 0 drawdown. And you got Choop. For all the Choop traders. Look at that, guys. 6 candles on the 5-minute.
Not too bad.
Nah.
So, okay. So now obviously we have this cycle completed. Yes or no?
Yes. In my opinion.
What do we also have if you look at this trend line? This is getting broken. Obviously get a 5th touch again. Gives a false break, false reaction here, right? You see this one?
Yes.
Gives a false reaction and then just smacks all of them, right? Okay, so what's the timing?
It's near London Open.
It's
we
to
are
the minute.
To the minute.
Why is it 2 a.m.? It's not 2 a.m. It's perfect to the minute.
Here, I'll change the time. Berlin, right? There you go.
There you go. Look at it.
To the minute. I'm not in Berlin, guys, but yes, 3 minutes.
Now you are. You made the time change. There you go. And it's to the minute out of a sudden.
I need to move.
That's how you do it in Berlin. Okay, so what's the simplicity approach now? What do you look for, Sean? What's the only thing you look for? Now, because you know the cycle is completed, of course, you can go crazy and like whatever, execute it down there. If you want, that's definitely possible. But what's the safe approach?
You're looking for an internal breaker structure.
Where is it? Where is it now?
It's just
yeah, there you go. And what also, depending on draw the liquidity properly, why is this not the inducement?
This right here didn't take any structure to the left. It was just random point.
Plus, it stays in this channel thing, right? Is it?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So we have multiple reasons why this is not a proper inducement. Okay. Then we have obviously fake breaker structure. We take it into the inducement, getting our perfect sort of the day. Now we have to the minute, what is a price into inducement, into mitigation. Lovely stuff. Now, Sean, draw the internal breaker structure. Lovely. So what do we wait for?
Internal breaker structure.
There you go. So let's do it.
That was the setup there. Oh, my timing went off. 1 second. Oh man, there we go. All right, there's my timing back. All right, so we have relative equal highs. Oh, look at that, guys.
What a surprise, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so now if you want to make things accurate, we can go also to the M1. Let's give Sean a little bit of a challenge.
Of course. Why not? Why not?
So show me the next build-up. Or the build-up we have. Oh, okay. Perfect.
There we go. I actually learned the Control C while just right now. Did not realize that was a thing.
Right. So if this getting induced, what's a structure point that should get at least induced?
I would say this.
Very good.
But
That's absolutely perfect because again, the question is at least, right? It's not like what's nicer, it's just
yeah,
at least.
at least that. I mean, you can actually even see this, but I don't know if that is going to happen just because of how powerful that liquidity grab was.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what's at least a structure point now that has to be induced? There you go.
By the way, Reem, I love the way you teach. It's amazing. It is amazing.
Okay, so what's going on here? So if you extend now this channel, if you want to make it clear, because does this stay in the channel, yes or no?
Yeah, that's all in the channel.
Okay, so do they break the channel now, yes or no?
Yes, they broke the
Is
channel.
that a surprise for us?
No. So
and do we have a fake breaker structure?
We do. Would you take the order based on that order block?
That's how you can do it. So again, if you check, again, we have the internal breaker structure, right? So we know, okay, technically somewhere in here, this is the push that led to the internal breaker structure. So we don't just pull randomly something out of ours and say what it might could be. First of all, we use imbalances, right? What's the only little imbalance we have? Of course, we have this in the extreme or this in here, correct?
Yes.
So what is our cycle? Channel, fake breaker structure, speed into what already?
Decisional.
Exactly. So do we need to wait for all the way down there?
We do not, because this also gave you a 1 minute let. So price doesn't have to come back.
It's not a 1 minute let. Okay.
Did everybody now see that touch? Did not everybody see that touch?
From where?
Look, watch. We're gonna gentlemen arguing about this.
Please tell him, man. Please.
No, that's not a touch.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
It's like a
oh,
this one.
Right there.
Oh, okay, yeah, but it's still not a let right though. The let has to touch this one though, right?
No, we take it off the equilibrium line too. Come on. Me and Daryl been waiting for this call for a minute. That definitely was a touch. I saw it in real time.
Yeah, but then only the fixed equilibrium, not the liquid equilibrium, right? But the let is the liquid equilibrium touch. Be careful with that one.
Daryl, you win. I owe you beers. This is recorded. This is recorded.
Thank you, Reem.
There you go. Yeah, but just
Reem,
be careful.
I'm sending you the bill. Reem, I'm sending you the bill. Just be on the lookout. So would you have put a limit order here at this point?
I probably market executed.
So after the engulfing candle and put your stop here?
So like depending on how you see the mitigation done, if you literally want this one to be filled to the absolute tick, it did not. Right? But then if you just see the rep move out of it, you just market execute here and put your stop below here. But that's the aggressive way to do it. But you asked me of how I do it.
I did.
So again, that's not the best thing you can do, but that's the way you do it if you want to trade it aggressive. Obviously, there maybe would be better opportunities like a let or EDMs, and of course, you can take a look at it also if there are. But yeah, if you asked like how I do it, yeah, that's how I do it.
So I just want to correct. So you would just wait for this candle, this bear candle to close, and then just enter there.
You're not specifically the close, like it's more like you see the channel. If you mark it up properly, you see the channel getting induced. You just have an alert potentially on here, depending on how many charts you monitor. The moment this gets induced, your alert pings and you look back. Obviously, you saw your imbalance zone down there already, so you can expect that's your Mona Lisa entry in here. If it just pulls back, I'm a freaking FOMO trader because I want to trade everything. I just execute it in here and then put my stop still there. Just again, the difference is literally whatever. You can measure the distance in here. It's like half of a pip. Is it still worth it to be in a trade? Fuck yes. Like, do I care about like a 0.5 difference of a pip? Fuck no. So yeah, it's a very good. No, don't put it like this. You have to put it below here.
Okay, got it. Put it at the bottom of the.
Yeah. Okay. All right, because what's your potential area you target for? You should already know what's the target for that.
minimum Asia high, but there's liquidity to the upside. There is
but
like,
minimum
equal highs
Asia
and
high.
stuff.
Is that on purpose that this color is different?
What color is different? Oh, no, it's the way that it's done it.
And there you go. And your alert already, thank you so much. So our EU cells are looking good. Also the GU ones.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a few more partials. Be right back.
Yeah, actually, it makes a lot of sense because timing, again, we're very late in the day.
By the way, everybody that will listen to this, please trade London close. I know a lot of traders leave it for New York trap. I ask you very nicely, go back test London close. It's by far, for me, the most profitable time to trade.
Yeah, and also we can make that shit up. We even talked about that before. So
yeah,
very nice.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff. Okay, so that's really nice. Give me just a speckle as well.
All right. Doesn't even come back. All right. Okay. So I did skip ahead. There was magic manipulation minutes, and there was a trade of magic manipulation minutes, but it was a little bit after magic manipulation minutes right here, or there's a fake breaker structure.
Sorry, I just managed. So, say it again.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. I'll just rewind it. There was a trade at magic manipulation minutes. It was a few minutes after. So there's your fake break after you got the equal lows taken.
Can you go to M1 please again?
Of course, M1. Yes.
Okay. Just need to catch up what we had. So can you zoom out a little bit?
Yes, I can zoom out.
So yeah, we had you actually did quite a lot. So we had our entry in here, yes. Then again, be aware, what did you miss already?
Yeah, I can go back to our entry. There we go. Sorry, I didn't know you were managing your trade. My bad.
No. So like again, we had this one, right? But again, if this one is not clean, you ask like, so let's go forward a little bit.
Okay.
Right. So what's again a cleaner entry also? Again, it's a big entry, yeah, a big stop loss, yes. But again, just for mitigation order flow, yes. Right. But if this is too big for us, what do we wait for? Just.
That'd be too big though, right?
No, definitely. I'm just saying that's the order flow entry. That's too big, but that's what you wait for, right? So let's say if it taps in there, and if it does, then we can break our stop loss lower. Right. So if it does, maybe I'm making shit up anyways.
I don't think we're making shit up, guys. I don't. Look at that. Look at that, Reem. You're not making shit up. Look, it touches it.
Okay, so but again, this is too big though. So if it taps in there, what's our technically breakup structure if you look at this?
Breakup structure was here.
No. Like no.
Okay.
So you had this push down that tapped into the order flow. So it doesn't matter how low it goes, right? So no, the internal breakup structure, like the relevant one, the only relevant one.
Thank you, Daryl. Appreciate the love. Just watch me think here.
There you go. That's it. That's the internal breakup structure. It makes sense, right? If it breaks that, we can look for potential mitigation after.
There we go.
So let's see how low it goes. It goes lower, right? You don't care about this one. Only if it breaks this point. Now it breaks. So where's your imbalance now?
It's right here.
Yes, and that's the aggressive way to trade the order flow. Right, and obviously that's very fucking nice. No, you have to put lower.
I was moving the other box out of the way
so
I can actually see. Can't see with all these boxes going anywhere. All right, there we go.
But that's how you refine the order flow and get in obviously nice entries just based on the order flow and internal breakup structures after that. Right, so you can trade this with a buy right now.
I did take that trade on my paper trade. I did not put it in my MT4. I did take that.
That's unacceptable. Trust your analysis, Sean. You're good enough.
I am. I know. Reem, I did. I even sent in the study lounge. I did call it. So I did. It's there.
Plus, what is it also? Maybe check if it's a let or an EDM or something.
It's a static let. I took it here.
Okay.
I did. That
Okay,
actually
it's not
worked really well.
Go back with the entry helper.
Yeah, of course.
And what is it also? Look at it. Oh no, the order flow actually was. Oh.
EDM.
This push, and this one, and this one. What is it?
EDM. Push.
There you go. So again, that's just trading then technically even the order flow and just refining the EDM even more, how we did it. Right here, is it?
Yeah.
We're technically just trading the refined EDM, which is very juicy.
Yes. Make sure you get your Lamborghini drives from Reem. Send them the bill.
Definitely have to do that. I think Josh still owes me a Rolex. If you hear Josh, I'm still waiting.
Hey, Josh, while we're here owing stuff, we would love that psychology call anytime.
Oh, yeah, we actually will do that. Depending on when we upload this one, we probably will not upload it this week, so it's already done. Well, okay.
This call is getting uploaded. We're getting this call getting uploaded.
Yeah, I think you're doing pretty good so far. But stay in 1 minute. And what do we have now, though? What's going on here? So we have this push that led to all. Oops, no, sorry, not the one.
My bad. You told me to go back to it 1 minute.
No, just go a little bit more to left. Yeah, so we have this push that led all the way to the inducement, right? So that's your 5 minute what?
5 minute breaker structure.
Yes. So what's the push that led to it?
1 second. Internal break. You can call this the push that. No, I'm sorry. This is the push that led to it, right?
Does this have imbalances left also?
Okay, so we're taking yet another possible trade right here, which will be absolutely another EDM.
This trade in here, then obviously you have to just be aware of exactly that. If you pull that break even and then it comes back and you're getting all mad that it's getting a break even, that's sort of how you not do it. Yeah. Makes sense because you understand, okay, that's the push. It literally just broke the structure of here and it had a fuckload of imbalances in here and it can come back all the way in here to mitigate that and you're getting a break even and you kick your dog, right? That's not the way you do it.
And you got true let incoming as well for the people that don't use the equilibrium line. Just FYI, they do work. All right, there's your true MM1 trade timing. But again, just, everybody that didn't take the trade early, okay? Possible let. I mean, Daryl, you can argue that's not let.
Yeah, but that's nothing you will take, and that's nothing.
It's not in the, yeah.
It will hold also. Come on, Sean.
I'm not taking it. I just wanted the argument because we go back and forth on the lounge all the time. So, all right, we're not taking this trade. We're
definitely not taking this trade because your stop loss would be all the way bound down.
Oh my god, it'd be insane. All right, let's see what happens. We're still on the M1. Oh, look at that.
So what is going on here now? So what is this?
You have a liquidity graph.
Yeah, what is this?
What is what?
Like, what is it? This trade right here.
The mitigation.
Yeah, but what else?
It's also EDM.
It's another EDM. Because what is this push on the entry helper? Let's write this. And that's an EDM right here. So a lot of freaking entry opportunities. Like, oh my god.
Reem is selling me on these EDMs, guys. I'm telling you. don't even
you need
see
to
them.
change your name now to EDM. Not let anymore.
I'm just gonna change my name to entry helper.
There you go.
Permission the first time, name incoming. Just when you're listening to this, you know why I'm gonna be calling you. So just FYI, don't hate me for it. Reem made me do it.
There
so, Reem, stop here or stop here.
Like if you want to play it very safe, you put it obviously down there. If you're just trading a pure EDM, then you put it down there.
Okay, got it. Okay. So
but best case, you got in this one anyway. So I personally would not take this one again. Just if you did miss this one, then you take this one for sure.
or if you're Chef and you're triple entering, then
Oh yeah, then you
Chef,
just
love
stack
you,
it up.
love you, Chef. Had to give you credit here. So yeah, we're in here 17 times, guys. It just keeps giving me fake break constructors. I got to keep entering. So
There you go.
but it's crazy how you get to learn from the community. All right, can we go to the M5 or we stay here on the M1?
You can.
Okay, cool. Not that this hot seat isn't already hot enough. Actually, it's not, but
It's nice. So easy, isn't it?
yeah, it's easy. I think a lot of times people are just afraid. I don't know why they're afraid.
Growth is out of
This
the
is
common.
easy.
That's what you do right anyways. You're just rocking the study
Bro.
launch on a daily basis. You just missed your thing yesterday and the day before.
Getting there. We gotta. We'll talk about that after the recording is over. Okay. Would anybody consider this a static 5-minute let? You already know. If you already know, that would have been an entry right there. All right. So we're waiting till timing 11:30, which is now. We're actually technically in timing now. So this is our build up. I don't know.
Why 11:30?
And magic manipulation minutes 2.
That's not 11:30.
Oh, I'm sorry, 12:30. My bad.
There you go.
See, you had me go to Berlin time. I'm not accustomed to.
Oh yeah, 11:30 UK time. Yeah.
See. I'm sorry.
Nah,
I'm just drawing it out better so that way everybody can see it. I was just like.
So if you want to draw this channel, you have to draw a little bit different though. So where is this whole channel? What's the whole channel doing? Yeah, exactly. That's how you do it.
You draw. That's too far, right? Just right here.
Yeah, again, you can use the mirroring method to make it even more accurate. So use the cleaner side, and always there's a lower side in this scenario, and then you just mirror it upwards. Yeah, there you go. See, something like that. Whatever. It can be a little bit in between. Yeah, it's not about that. It's just that you show the shit. No, a little bit more, like to the downside. Yeah, just to show like this.
Okay, got it. I see.
So you just need to visually see the channel, and then obviously what you expect.
Yeah. Okay,
what do you expect?
High. We expect inducement low to go higher because we haven't.
That's still in the channel though, right? Because again, this channel goes a little bit higher, so that's still in.
Yeah.
There you go. See, now it's perfect. Now it's perfect, isn't it?
Yeah. Now you have 3 touches too. So.
So obviously everyone's getting excited.
We are to the minute. Next, do you want to stay here or you want to go to the M1?
Just stay here. We just wait for the simplicity approach. The channel gets broken. So if we're still in the build-up phase, we don't get too excited about that.
I should have undone that. Let me just go do this quick trick. 325.
It's a very interesting technique. I never did it like that. Oh.
It doesn't work on trend lines, but yeah, it does work. It keeps your trend lines and stuff very clean. 300 typically on regular. We'll keep it. All right. We have a possible inducement, but nothing confirmed yet. But we're now outside of timing, it looks like. Yeah, we're outside of timing.
To the touch, is it?
Yeah. But would you take this?
No, it's still a touch.
Just
look, this trend line is still like in it, so it's still a touch. Need a clean break, Sean. A clean break. If you have to question yourself, is this a break or no, then it's not a break. Plus, again, if it's the inducement, you need the structural inducement also.
Yeah.
Right, and this did nothing. So it did not break the channel and did not break the structure also. And that's 2 things.
Just random.
There you go. That looks a little bit better. But not yet though. What do you wait for? Now is it a question if they break the channel, yes or no?
It's not a question at all.
Now you're not sitting there and asking like, is that a break or no? And also what we have in here.
Equal highs relative because they're in the direction.
Did we induce Asia high yet?
No, not yet.
So
Are we taking a footy yet?
To the upside?
Yet. Yes, we do. Just a random zone. Plus, you have daily open right above it.
Just to know, Sean, I'm actually delaying my pizza for you right now, and obviously the real as well. And
I mean, you could definitely eat. I promise. There's nobody gonna stop you. So we can push pause for like 10 minutes.
No, it's completely fine. I will eat longer than that. hungry. So what now? Obviously, we have a fake break of structure. That's perfect. What is also this purpose of this push?
Just to go higher.
Yes, inducing
to
the whole
find a
channel to the
mitigation.
downside. So what's the only thing we wait for, Sean?
Wait for internal break.
Or equal highs.
Or equal highs. Okay.
Or whatever, like whatever comes first. Always the break of structure is nicer, but I'm kind of cheating because I remember this move because I took it.
Reem cheated.
Sorry. No, not this.
SMT.
No, not this one. Yeah, be careful. Be careful with this one, right?
Oh no, that's a SMT box. That's
okay.
Box.
Okay.
Yeah, yellow's SMT, blue is possible mitigation.
Okay,
but yeah,
okay,
I didn't take it yet. No. Yeah,
okay.
I just visually drawing it out for anybody that doesn't see the SMT. Okay, so do we go to the M1 for internal break? Or
No,
stay here on the
no, it was so clean on the 5. Just stay in it. Just stay in it and enjoy it. Just enjoy it.
He doesn't want us to go down to the 15 seconds, guys. Just letting you know.
No, you don't need to. You will see how clean it is.
All right, there's your equal highs right there.
No. Don't mark that as equal highs, Sean. Come on.
They are right there. They're equal. I'm just kidding.
No.
They are.
No. Don't do that. There you go.
There's equal highs right there.
That's
okay.
Highs. Okay, so what is this?
Another channel build up. And now you have a possible.
Yes. What is this?
The SMT.
So if that's a proper SMT after, again, smart money traders, they see obviously the break of structure, so they think obviously this has to lead to a 1 to 100, is it? Has to be. So obviously
I can't take profits before 1 to 100 yet. I mean,
exactly. It has to lead to 1 to 100 because it's a smart money reaction, is it? Because you have a fake break of structure into a smart money trap, it has to get to 1 to 100. But what is the thing they do? Inducing the channel, faking the smart money trap, giving the reaction, and when it taps into where, when it taps into where, we can take the buy.
I would love to see it at this point, but it appears that part of this candle is already mitigated. So I don't know if it needs to come all the way there. Maybe this candle right here, but that's a random point. This would be the only structure point that I would be willing to take. This is not fully mitigated, but it's partially mitigated.
Okay.
No, it's.
I just see it as the last demand candle type of thing. That's
okay. So
that's just to spoil you already. That's exactly my entry. It was like we're exactly there.
Reem is spoiling the cat because
his
pizza's waiting and he's ready to eat. He's ready to eat.
And what's the target? Right, so you can either take the very easy target, but you see it's only 1 to 3, so that's not the way we do it, is it? So then you look to the left, and obviously we will figure out of where a proper target is. And I will spoil this also. I did take the wrong target, so fuck me.
Is that where your target was, or was it?
This one was my target. Yeah, my target was just this one. Yes. But obviously you can target this. And shout out to the wizard Cam. He also gave the proper target on his The Edge series, which he will release hopefully already or released already when we post this video. And if you just zoom out a little bit more, obviously that brings us to the sell we already took. This is obviously the proper target we should take out. But I was just a little bit too scared away. So happens even to me. I'm a noob.
That last 10 seconds is it's been removed from the vault.
I just added it out exactly.
Yeah. Just we didn't hear any of what he just said. All right, but it was a 7 pip stop for you as well.
No, I will show you why I did that though. So it kind of makes sense. It was something like that. I think I took it a little bit lower. I think it was like a 6, I think something.
Yeah. Hey guys, Reem trades with 6 pip stops.
Oh, fucking noob. Freaking noob.
Hey. You should have seen the study lounge, boys. By the way, he takes a Sean stop loss. Just letting you know.
No, and that scenario.
I don't know if you saw that. But
what?
I didn't know if you saw that, but
what?
A couple of the charts on a couple of the guys put their stop loss as Sean's stop loss because it was more than 5 pips.
Wow. Okay. Now in this scenario, as you can see, it's perfectly fine. Like, I mean, you can refine it to the 1 if you want, but it was
you'll miss
just too
this
clean to
trade.
take it. I'm not even sure. I can't remember, but I think it was just very messy on the 1. You can, if you take a look, because I can't actually remember.
Go to the 1 minute.
Yes, but I think it was something weird going on there. Oh yeah, that's why I didn't like it. Look, so you had like this weird one, and then like this all the way down there. So I just thought like, fuck it, I just take it based on the 5. It was just too clean anyways. And I actually managed to take this one out by just a pip or like a tick. And I thought like just whatever.
Yeah.
When it came there, I thought like this is too risky to take like this anyways. And maybe it stays in the middle, so I just take the 5 minute, and that's what I ended up doing.
But would it be a fair loss if anybody did enter there?
Yeah,
just
a fair
asking.
loss, but a stupid loss, because again, you just base it on like, what is it, like a 1 pip thing, or like a 0.5 pip stop loss, and what's that? Again, you have to put your stop loss anyways, and that's why I just took it based on the 5. See what I mean?
Right.
Because that's like this typical way of, trade the decisional type of nonsense. Take an L here, and if it comes back here, take it again. But what if it still stays in the middle as well? Just take it based on a freaking 5 minute, get in the trade. Oh, wow, your stop is a little bit bigger, but guess what? It's a super fucking solid trade. And guess what? If it comes lower as well, do you cry about it? That you have like, oh my God, I had 1 pip too much stop loss. What the hell? Just take the trade. It's fair enough.
Take the trade that comes in front of you.
Yeah. And then again, it was a let also on the 1, but I didn't take it based on that. But just for argument's sake, it was a juicy let entry on the 1 right here. But then again, same thing. Do you take it like this? Probably not.
Also, whoever's the editor, the last 15 seconds where he said that he didn't take it on the let, just completely remove the part that he says I did not. Just let it go. Yeah.
Wait, say it again. I'm confused now. No, I did not take it on the let.
Yeah. Where he said I did not, just edit the part that says not. Just put I did take it on the left.
Okay, so
just,
to leverage
leave
your
that
name.
part in there.
Okay.
There you go. You see. Hey, you got to brand yourself here. Come on now.
That's how. There you go.
could you not take that off of, like, I know there's not really a structured point off of the candles though after a break on that 1 minute.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
with a
this one, but it's not the cleanest. I mean, I see what you mean. If you would have like a clean push, but we have like just a lot of candles, right? And then the question again, like, do you take candles or structure points? It's technically called break of structure for a reason, right? Or not like break of candle. So that's not really like a structure point in there. Yeah, unfortunately, but yeah, I completely agree. It would be 5 million times nicer if you had like a nice structure point, gets break in it, and then comes back, gives us a let. Yeah, fucking hell, I would jump in straight head first in that, but didn't happen.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so Sean, let me just tell you why I've chickened out a little bit on that one. If you just go on a 5 minute back.
Of course.
So timing, in a proper timing, we obviously reach the first target, which is Asia high. And then if you just fast forward a little bit, because now the timing obviously aligns perfectly fine.
More in trap time.
Yes, exactly. And then look what happened. It just
target hit.
Yeah, and then just chooped in the time window, and I thought like, okay, it took liquidity. Obviously, my target was a little bit higher, but I thought like, fuck, that looks like a vector candle to me. And it kind of took liquidity, and I didn't just risk whatever getting a freaking pullback thing into my position. I just closed it. It is what it is. But obviously, the target obviously should be higher, at least technically yesterday's high. Again, which was this one, or the target cam obviously successed it. And obviously we had before.
Cam in beast mode.
But
so
yeah, that was
even
just,
if you would have taken that, even if you had taken that, it's a 1 to 11, and Cam's was 1 to 14. Now, I'll ask you this: would you have, in hindsight? Now, this is just hindsight. Would you have partial like maybe 80 or 90%, and then held the rest of it?
Yes, I just was in a call also, so I thought like, fuck it, I'm not the one to get confused and shit, so I just closed it.
Okay.
All right, and then obviously chooped completely out of it. That's when we were on a call. We obviously talked about it. It was quite funny, and that obviously led to almost an inducement of the point we looked for, and then obviously we took the sells together, so that was quite juicy.
Hey, do we get invited to these calls? I mean, not. The Zoom link is always available to be shared. I mean, we're not asking, but we're kind of asking.
Yeah, maybe at some point we will see. But yeah, then we obviously look for this choose your liquidity target to get taken. And obviously then shout out to my visit, Green Bunny Cam. He took it in the inducement also. Black belt shit right there. Makes me very happy, obviously. So we wrote that down together. Shout out to Mr. Boykers as well. I think he took it also. Hope you had the balls to hold it.
All right, so now we have to go to the 1 minute.
Then we just took it straight into inducement. So we're not going into how we took it there. But yeah, that's some little bit advanced stuff. Obviously, the cleaner entry is, I think, the one you took also. If you go on the 1 minute, you just wait for confirmations, break of structure.
Yeah.
Obviously, and then you trade the mitigation. That's some obviously, yeah, that's stuff. Literally, everyone should freaking take. Everyone should take it.
Everyone
you as well.
On this call. I was in this trade, but I waited for mitigation. I didn't.
Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Community star removed. No, that's
even better.
Huh?
Even better, guys. No more community star. I'm no longer.
No, fuck. I take it back. We need you as a community star.
Take it.
Okay.
All right. Where would you have entered, Reem?
Now look. It cannot be more clean. You marked it perfectly. So this is obviously the push that led to the break, right? So obviously this is your mitigation zone. That's right there. Boom. And let's see if it comes back.
I think that's where Grant got it.
And then obviously, because it's very late, you just aim for the next mitigation zone. That's what it did also, Sean. So that's obviously perfect stuff. And that's literally it.
Hold on. Where did you aim for?
Yeah, this one.
Oh, I'll show you where I aimed for. I didn't aim that low. I went lower.
Oh, but you were very late for the day, right?
Well, yeah. In my back testing, London close is proven to be like it's just gonna continue to seep all the way down because it's
I see. Depending on if you're wrong, but I'm obviously gonna eat pizza. I'm very happy with TP, so should be Cam if you watch that Cam. So yeah, I mean that's obviously unfortunately I know what happened. So if you just fast forward that.
Okay, 1 second. So let's see if it taps. I don't know if it taps. It takes forever to tap.
That's even nicer, right? Fakes the order flow, takes it out, inducement into it, mitigates perfectly, messes around a little bit, and then just
missed my left by literally a little bit, very little. I know. Jokingly, it's there. All right, we don't need to watch this. You may just close this.
You can, and then technically target met.
Let me show. Target.
And that's all she wrote.
Yep. So. Yeah, I mean, it's just going to mess around here the rest of the day. It's going to do what it's going to do. This was your target, right?
No.
Right there?
No.
Oh, okay, right there. Okay, the last. Okay.
So obviously this mitigation candle, but obviously aim for the fill, and that's technically where it hit. Yeah.
There we go. 1 to 6. Look at that. I don't know how big your stop was, so.
I took it from above you. I think Cam took it in here, and I took it in here.
Hold on. Okay. Are we done with this recording? Hold on. Push pause on the recording. I want to know this. Come on.
No, that's just some black belt stuff. Yeah.
Cam, can you push my application up? I don't know what I need to do, but.
No, but obviously that's the trade you take. That's the trade you take, and obviously that's the solid trade, which obviously is the proper way to do it. But of course, if you figured out what's going on, again, Sean, go on a 5, just to make it very obvious of what's going on. Look.
I was gonna say go to 5 seconds. I really thought you were gonna
just double click.
Double click reset. What are we doing?
Or whatever, and double click this so you have a nice and juicy size chart. Okay, so really juicy size chart. So show me the build up, show me the inducement.
All right,
leading into this.
This is a really hard build up for me to draw because it's so. It looks like a straight vector,
that's exactly it. So look, do you have your channel? You have your vector candles into the inducement of the high we had. And then, of course, you've seen a 5-minute that's like perfect also to take in here. But obviously, this one took it out, the inducement right there, or even higher, a little bit like this. But obviously, if you understand the cycle, that's your build-up, that's your inducement. Vector candles, just taking out the target. And then obviously take it from there.
Yeah.
Easy stuff.
How big was your stop?
You can check. My entry was at 0.22, close to it, so I can remember properly.
0.22?
Yeah, or whatever, like 60.
106.022.
Yes. And then my stop obviously was right above the high. No, stop is above the high.
Yeah, I'm moving it. I'm just still trying to figure out what the high was. Oh, jeebus. 54. So he has a 3.4 pip stop, 3.2 pip stop. That's insane. 3.2. There it is right there. And then you have this. Do you add the spread to yours? I don't know if you do or not.
Of course, you have to.
So 3 pipettes.
But it's EU.
Yeah, FTMO 3 pipettes. Sorry. So it goes between 2 and 3 pipettes. So, and then there's your entry, guys. 3.5 pips. Carrying there to 1 to 9.
Closing the day.
Reem now has pizza money for all of us. Just send them your bill. Make sure get the Venmo and the Cash App.
There you go.
Jeez.
So yeah, that's technically a simplicity approach on a nutshell right there. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. The rule, get well very soon. We need you around. Even if this voice suits you very well. Sean, well done as always. We want to see some magic tomorrow in the study launch.
We will be there. 1 to 8, 1 to 8. Just for anybody that's keeping count, 1 to 8, 1 to 10. That's 26 plus another 14 on Cam's entry, 8 on Reem's entry. So that's 42 and 53. So not as quite as good as Duo, but you know, Duo, as always, all strive to be great as you.
The legend, yeah, for sure.
There you go, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, you know his name was gonna get dropped. Come on now. You can't. We don't learn to trade without that man. Okay, Reem, all props to you, but you've created a legend in himself, man. This guy's amazing.
Oh, yeah, we have a lot of legends. So it's now your turn. Sean, the real your turn, right? So let all the works you study launch pay off, obviously, right? And of course, let me just end this recording. It was a pleasure.
Absolutely.
Thank you, man.
And well done.